Hi guys, it's your girl Kenyatta from We Gonna Talk About It. Yeah, I'm here. It's Saturday. We gonna talk about it. Let's get into it. Guys, okay, we gotta talk about this because I was stalling to bring it up, but I wanted to. I'm always talking about things that I've been through in my childhood or how great, I remember my childhood being. But there was also some not so good things. And somebody brought this to my attention the other couple days ago, I say. Um, I'm a dark skinned girl. And back in the days, I don't know if this exists now. Being honest, I'm not out there, so I don't know. The youngins gonna have to tell us if this is still going on. Um, Back in the days, dark skinned girls were at the bottom of the barrel. The yellow girls, the light skinned girls, you know, the real light ones with the good hair. They were the one that were on top of the barrel. It's just how it was. Um, did I think anything about it? No. Because I believe everybody has preferences. Everybody has preferences. Um, what you like. I was always a dark skinned girl, of course. My sister is light. She's very light. She's lighter than me. Would I say she's light skinned? No, but I will say she's a light caramel. Um, I've never felt any type of way about her being lighter than me and me being darker than her. I don't think she's felt it neither. I'm saying it from the aspect of sisters right now. Now I'm gonna get off of that. Going to school as a dark skinned girl, yes, that was different. I remember I say junior high school, I remember when I started seeing that I was treated differently from the light skinned girls. I've had a bestie in junior high that was a light skinned girl. Also a childhood friend of mine. It was three of us. Me and my other friend were dark skinned, and the other girl, the third one, was light skinned. She's always been light. She had the good hair because she's mixed. She's Spanish and black, so it comes with it. But I'm gonna tell you this: like all us three, we never treated each other different. We didn't. The outsiders did. I think a lot of times, um, when you have those kind of troubles, as far as dark skinned girls are less than the light skinned girls, I believe that comes from the people outside of the circle. Like I said, it was us three. Two were dark skinned and one was light, and I tell you no lie, we loved each other to death. We never like threw up in each other face, like it's just, it wasn't like that. But yes, in school, the outsiders, oh yeah, I remember being treated a certain way when I would hang out with my light skinned friend, you know what I'm saying? But I never was bullied or I couldn't go to school because I was being picked on. It wasn't like that for me, I'm being honest. Like I said, I've always been a dark skinned girl, but I've also always been where I didn't have like friends that cared about that stuff. And if they did, they didn't let me see it. You know what I'm saying? I believe that came from a lot of outside people. Um, Most definitely. I've been in situations where outside people have been like, oh, I can't believe that you're so, like, I would get this back in the days. I can't believe that you so pretty, but you so dark. Like, what, dark can be pretty? Like, I don't get that. And I remember that I was like probably 15, 16. When you're in your prime, your body is banging, everything is fit. And a guy told me this. He was like, you are so pretty. Like, I can't believe that you're dark skinned. Why? Only light girls are pretty? I remember, back then my wordings was silly. So um it just, I'm sure, I mean, I remember it. I cursed them out, of course. Um I didn't have the voice that I have now in order to basically, say what I really felt. I didn't know how to do that because I was 15, 16 years old. So you know how you just come out your mouth? Like I just came out my mouth. I couldn't even express myself properly. But at 48, of course I can do that. But I do remember times where I would hear things even with my friends, like they would say, like, this just how it was. Dark skinned girls were at the bottom of the barrel and the light ones were at the top. So it was like that. So guys, let me know, like, it, was it like that for you? Is it youngins? Is it still like this where dark skinned girls are put on the back seat of the burner and the light skinned girls are put in the front? Are they considered more pretty than the dark skinned girl? Are they considered more better than the dark skinned girl? Like, I think girls is just girls. Like, you either, I mean, there's no, hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so we're gonna move to another room. But anyway, this is our topic for the day. So tell me, guys, have you ever felt like this? Like, do you think that there's a big difference, like between light and dark? I I mean, I don't. I think women are just beautiful creatures. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether you're dark or light, does it matter? I mean, I think it's that person's preference. Like I said, it's all about preference. If you like what you like, and that's just it. People get all twisted up in these things. Oh, she's small, too big, too round, too square. It's all what you like, that person, that person. So this is our topic, guys. Dark skin versus light skin. Do you think one is better than the other? Do you think that dark skinned girls nowadays are still looked upon as they can't be beautiful? Even in, like I said, in junior high, high school, yes, I remember them times when, I mean, light skinned girls was just in. I'm not saying that I couldn't date boys. Of course I could. There's some people who don't care about that stuff, but there were people that did care about that. And like I said, it's all about preference. I have a preference. You guys know that I always tell you. It's I like a light skinned guy. Like, what's wrong with it's just my preference. I've always felt like because I'm dark, I don't want to date somebody as dark as me. That's just my preference. That's my preference. That's for me. You have to do what's good for you. So I just feel like we shouldn't get caught up in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't get caught up in that stuff. But if you like somebody, you like somebody. It doesn't matter if they're, dark, light, fat, skinny, small. It doesn't matter. If you like that person, you like that person. Now, if you're a person that have a preference and you like a dark skinned guy, there's nothing wrong with that. But I like I said, I don't know. I'm only talking about from when I was growing up. Yes, there was a big stereotype about dark skinned girls back in the days. Okay. Um, have I been called names for being a dark skinned girl? Yes. I'd say like when I was growing up before junior high and like elementary school, um, on my street where I used to live, it was predominantly Puerto Rican people, Spanish. Um, I'm born and raised in Corona, Queens. So it was a big Latino area. There was a few sprinkles of chocolate around, but it was just sprinkles, like I said. Um, yes, I used to get, I don't say picked on because nobody, they knew not to pick on me. You know what I'm saying? I was a big girl back then, and still am proud to be. Nobody picked on me, but yes, was I called names? Yeah, but that's what children do. Like, I think that's just something that children do. They used to call me tar baby, Blackie Smacky. I remember these things, and this was like when I was in elementary school. But see, this is what happens when kids, when I was going to elementary school, if you would call me Blackie Smacky or a tar baby, I would hit you. I would punch you. Not saying that that's right. No, I'm not saying that it's right, but it's just what I did so that you would know that you wouldn't call me tar baby again, or you would not call me Blackie. That's just how I handled it back in the day. So I never felt like I was being bullied. I wasn't being bullied. I've never been bullied in my life. But I know that there's some people who really took this to offense, and who really um grew up to have problems because of that. Not me, honey. I love my melanin skin. Okay. And if you have a melanin skin, you need to love it too, whether it's light, whether it's dark, whether it's darker. There's darker than me. My half brother is dark. He's not even brown skin. He's what I call black. Okay. Yeah, he's really, really dark. And what's wrong with that? Nothing. That's his skin color. We can't say what our skin color is going to be. So you have to just decide for yourself. You do. You have to decide for yourself. But guys, let me know. Were you a dark skinned girl and you had problems like this? Were you a light skinned girl and did you have problems with the dark skinned sisters? Because now this existed too, guys. Back in the days, the dark skinned girls used to want to fight the light skinned girls all the time. Yes, I'm going to say it. I was not one of them. Okay. No, I just think that's silly. But I'm not gonna lie. One of my girlfriends, the one that was light skinned out of us three, she always used to get picked on. Like people would want to beat her, like the dark skinned girls would want to beat her up. They would make all kind of, like scenarios on why they wanted to beat her up. But it was just plain and simple that they were jealous of her. They were. And I could say that. Like wanting to fight her for no reason. For what? So, like I said, it was us three. So, we wasn't gonna let her get beat up. We wasn't doing that. We was like, nah, y'all gotta have a legit reason why y'all want to throw hands with her. What's the legit reason? They never could come up with anything. And she was sweet as pie. She was sweet as pie. It's just that they didn't like that she had good hair. She would wet her hair and it would get curly. She was very light. She was pretty. She was a real pretty light skinned girl. Don't be jealous and want to fight people because of that. That's all they wanted to do was beat her up, scratch up her face, like get the knife on her face, the switchblade. No, we not having that. So we didn't let those things happen to her. But these are things that I do remember from back in the days. Dark skinned girls always wanted to beat up light skinned girls. Was it like that for y'all? My 48, my 40 and up. Tell me when you were going to school where you lived, was it like this for dark skinned people? Was it like this for light skinned girls? Were they picked on because they was light and they had good hair? Did these things exist when you were going to school where you live? Make sure you chime in. Make sure you tell me, even if you think this is going on today. Like, we have kids. We have kids that are teenagers and adults now. Did they ever mention to you, if they're dark skinned, that they were picked on because of the color of their skin, because they were dark? They was a little extra crispy. Ain't nothing wrong with being extra crispy, honey. Okay, let me tell you. I am okay with that. So, did they ever tell you this? Like, even our light skin children that we had, did your light skinned child ever tell you that they were being picked on? Did they? Guys, I want to hear this. This is real talk. These kind of things happen. These kind of shenanigans is what I call it. It's just all shenanigans. But when you young, this is a part of growing up. It's a part of just what happens, Um, like I said, I never took it as, oh, I'm gonna go in my room and commit suicide. Like, nowadays I think the kids are a little soft. They need to get a little, you know, just get a little more where things don't bother you. I know words hurt, they do. But I'm gonna tell you this, like I said, um, you couldn't pick on me. You just couldn't. And our children, they need to make it known that people can't pick on them neither. Like, you're not making me go in my room and hang myself. I'm not doing that. Cause you call me Blackie Snacky or you call me Blackie or Tar Baby. I ain't doing that. You gonna have to come harder than that to make me even consider going in my room contemplating a death. Okay? It's just it's not good. And guys, children, if this is happening to you now, believe me, when you get older, it's not going to even matter. It won't. It just won't. It will go away. But in the meantime, if somebody is picking on you like this, voice it to your parents. See what they can do, you know? Voice it to your parents. It's not nice to hit people, but like I said, uh I was young. So if you called me a name, you better been ready. You better been ready. It just is what it is. That is not the way to go now, guys. Like I said, talk to your parents. I'm just saying what I did. I can't, put that on somebody else's child. But we need to, don't let people talk to you in this manner. Um, don't let people see fear neither. I learned that when people see fear, like they eat you up. They think you food. You know, you make sure you let them know you're not food. You're not to be eaten. Okay, you're not food. People take kindness as weakness. It's just the truth. It's been going on for years. It's disgusting, but it is what's done. Okay, so my dark skinned sisters, if you dark skinned and you love your melanin, big up to you. I'm loving my skin too. I'm loving my color. I've always loved my color. And I've always thought, like, a light skinned girl, she ain't got nothing on me. Nothing. We both can be pretty at the same time and beautiful. She can be beautiful with her light skin, and I could be beautiful with my dark skin. We can exist together. We can. Let me know, guys. Drop comments. Let me know if this is going on today. Dark skinned girls versus light skinned girls. It's your girl Kenyatta from We Gonna Talk About It. Guys, that was our topic for today. Dark skinned sisters versus light skinned sisters. And so, to get off the topic, guys, I just want to tell you this. I have 125 subscribers. Yes, I'm so happy. I love to update you guys on things. I thank you guys so much for continuing to watch and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, this is God's journey for me. It's to go as fast or as slow as He wants it to go. I'm working on His time, guys. So this is not, like I said, it's just what it is. It's what it's gonna be, whatever God sees fit for it. But we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep this train moving. But I like to say thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys loving my shorts in the morning when I say good morning, blessings to all. You guys watch those. And I'm basically like, I'm saying thank you to Jesus for us because that's what we need to do. So that's going to always be in there. I will be switching it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll do the morning and then sometime we'll do afternoon as well. Um, it's just, you can't stay doing the same thing. You have to switch it up. But there's one thing that I will not be switching up. Jesus is due praise on my side. He always will get the glory and the praise over here. And if you love Jesus, I will always invite you on my channel to speak, to be heard. I love your comments, okay? I love when you give comments. Even, guys, let me tell you something. I have gotten negative comments and still been able to talk to that person like they're a human being. Sometimes when you go another route and you don't go up with that person and you just, really talk to them like a human, they're confused. They don't know what you're doing because they said something negative. But I still even think the people that voice their negativity, I say thank you to them too. And I say, I'm so sorry you didn't like this video, but I have a lot of them. Maybe you pick another one you might like. There's more. So I want to keep everybody tuned in that is positive. Um, and guys, when I say negative, I don't mean like negative feedback. I don't believe feedback is negative, because I like the feedback. Like I said, it helps me to know what I need to do going forward, what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to talk about, what you think is real, what you think is fake. I'm talking about when people are trying to assassinate my character. This is something different, and these are people that don't even know me. But baby girl got a thick skin. I don't know where these people come from, but honey, I'm born and bred in New York, honey. I'm used to that. So if you feel like you need to say something negative, I hope you don't, because it's not nice. But I won't indulge in that activity with you. I just won't. God doesn't allow me to. He doesn't want me to. So, guys, it's your grown up, 48-year-old Kenyatta Andre. So glad to be here with you. So glad to wake up in the morning and be able to say, God bless, good morning, God bless both of us. Guys, I thank you so much, like I said, for continuing watching. Please continue to watch. Make sure you bring your friends over that are nice like you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you drop them comments about this. This is a good one, all right? We need to talk about it. It's your girl, Kenyatta from We Gon' Talk About It. Peace out. I love you.